I gotta... Three, two, one. Hello, everybody.
Welcome. I'm sorry, I'm mid-yawn. I swear I'm excited to record today. I'm just tired.
God!
Welcome to Sit Back and Overreact, the show where you sit back and we overreact. It's very, I don't know why I channeled some Jim Carrey energy there, but it's fine. I guess that's what we're going for.
I live my life wanting to channel Jim Carrey energy. He's like my favorite person on the planet. I don't know what he's doing now. You know, I hope he's thriving, but like I feel like we watched so many Jim Carrey movies when we were kids.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, sometimes I just like 100%. Get into that crackhead mood where I'm just like Jim Carrey energy, you know?
Can you say crackhead? I don't think you should say that on the podcast.
Can I say scrotum? Wait, what was the one word we were arguing about at the beginning?
I think it was scrotum.
I think it was scrotum. No.
Maybe it was something about the vagina. Anyway, that's not what the podcast is about today.
We're not talking about vaginas on the podcast today.
Or scrotums or yeah.
What was that?
Anyway, what is the podcast about today, Heather? Tell the fine folks at home.
Well, first I want to make a preface of I have bronchitis right now, so I'm sorry if listening to me sounds like a fork in a garbage disposal, because it kind of sounds like that.
Me, Heather, get to the point. Okay, but first let me go on this bronchitis tangent. No, I think that was important to say, but I'm just messing with
disposal.
Yeah. Solid.
Anyway, I just wanted to quickly say that before we got into it. But yes, today we're going to be talking about each other's favorite music and kind of like reacting to each other's favorite music and kind of chilling. Just kind of a laid back thing. We're just going to talk about different artists that we like.
Yep.
And
this whole thing. Let's start by talking about how this whole thing. Well, I say this whole thing, but I guess it started when like one of the last times you came to Michigan to visit. It might have been the end of Christmas break, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we were driving to the airport, and I was like we were listening to music on our way for me taking you to the airport, and I was building a playlist of my favorite songs for her on like her phone so she could have it.
Wait, hang on.
What?
I just want to preface, because it sounds like you're texting and driving. I was driving to the airport in Julia's car.
Yes, because we do not condone texting and driving, because don't text and drive, kids.
Yeah, don't
PSA.
do that.
But yeah, and then a couple months later, I was like, hey, I want all of your favorite songs on a playlist. And she was like, okay. And instead of me putting down every single song that I could think of that I even mildly liked, Heather's was a lot more tailored and like, you know, trimmed down. Like, how many songs are in the playlist I made you, Heather?
There's 87, I think.
And Heather, yours,
mine is,
the one that you made me is like 27 or
29 songs. Yeah,
29 songs.
I mean,
which makes you are a music major. It makes sense for you to be like, okay, but these are actually the best songs.
Yeah, no,
I have evidence to back up why these songs are better than all the. I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't. I'm not really. I'm not that pretentious. I really just kind of threw in, and there's stuff in there that I don't like as much anymore. But I like. There's like nostalgia attached to them. That's true. And like. All sorts of stuff. It's not like, like Julia's playlist is called, what is it called? It's called Julia's Favorites, also known as Peak Taste. And then mine is Heather's Favorites, Peak Taste, because I study music. I'm 100% joking when I say that. I'm not like a pretentious douchebag, you know?
We both have peak taste as well, and everyone else is incorrect. No, that's not true.
Yeah, and a lot of my music is 100% like nostalgia and like,
yeah.
And also some of them are like, I like this song because it's like musically really interesting and really whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and with that, let's get into it. Do you want me to talk about the playlist you made for me first, or do you want to go first? Should we flip a coin? I think we should flip a coin.
Sure, we can flip a coin. Do you have a coin nearby?
Okay, I have a weird piggy bank situation. Like you can kind of hear it like. But I just gotta get one out. Hang on. Oh, this won't be hard. Okay, just kidding. It wasn't hard at all.
Okay, good.
I was frickety. I can't even explain. It's not like a real piggy bank. It's like a picture frame with like.
Oh sure.
With like money inside of it. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Anyway,
it's like
do you want heads or tails?
It's a shadow box.
Yeah, it's like a shadow box. Exactly. Okay, so do you want heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, tails. you start talking first, and heads, I start talking first.
Nice.
Okay, cool. You can tell I start talking first.
Nice.
Okay, cool. You can tell we're prepared, right?
Yeah.
Audience. Okay, I gotta do the. Okay, I can do it. I can do this. Oh, frick. Okay. I love that I'm the one that has to do this, but like I have terrible hand coordination.
Hands. You just have terrible hands.
Oh, okay. Head. So that's me. I talk first?
Okay, yeah, you talk first then.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to look through, talk about the playlist Heather made for me of all of Heather's favorite songs. Okay, let's see. Heather's taste in music is a bizarre mix of emo, alternative, choral pieces, and soundtracks. Yeah. But but that means it's not bad. I thought it was really fun and cute. It was some stuff that I was familiar with as well, of like songs that you would play a lot at home when we were teenagers and living together. That songs that I was just familiar with, but then also songs I've never heard of before. So, good stuff. Let's see what else.
Are you just gonna go down the line, or are you just kind of like jump around? What are you gonna do?
I was gonna jump around.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just jump around and like rapid fire go down the line a little bit
as we go. If I want your specific opinion on one song, and this will go vice versa as well. Maybe we'll like pause and listen to it, and then kind of talk about it. I'm gonna cut out the parts where we're listening to it, obviously, because
that's fair
and whatnot. But
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hit me. You like a lot of very long songs. I think part of it is because, well, no, all of it is because one, soundtracks. A lot of soundtracks are just a lot longer. Also, when I say soundtracks, I'm talking about music. I'm talking about movie and video game soundtracks that Heather really likes. Well, no, you only have one movie soundtrack in here, don't you?
What do I have this from a movie?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that soundtrack, I guess, well, you only have Istanbul, not Constantinople, because I got you into Umbrella Academy.
I 100% put that in there for the meme. That's not one of my favorite songs of all time. I do have that song.
I like that. I actually think it's a fun song.
I love that song. It's very cute.
But yeah, you also have a lot of, video game soundtracks. 2 songs from Undertale, I think. And
well, one of them is from Undertale. One of them is from Deltarune, which is Undertale scrambled, but it's technically a different thing. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, cool. I guess. But let me think about specific songs that I liked. I'll go through like stuff I generally liked, but then like after we both talk a little bit, maybe at the end we could be like, this is my top 3 songs of your favorite songs. Okay, but I won't go into that right now. Oh, that was a weird glitch. Anyway. The first thing that I thought of was like, I've heard Nearly Witches by Panic at the Disco before.
Yeah.
Re-listening to it was a lot of fun, actually. I forgot how it's actually really good. Mm-hmm. And very pretty, and the French and the choral, and it's actually a lot better than I remember. Mm-hmm. I also remember, the line "shoot up with your perfume." When I was listening to that as a teenager, it completely went over my head.
That sounds like
I had no idea what that meant. I had no idea. Let's see. I'll just like go through. You know what? "Fashionably Late" by Falling in Reverse is actually kind of fun.
Dude, listen, I'm telling you. Okay, hang on. I just want to preface before we talk about this song. I am not like I'm not like a super fan of Ronnie Radke. I know that he's done really, really horrible things. I 100%. That song is mostly tied with nostalgia, and also it's incredible. I love like the aesthetic of that entire album. I'm not a big fan of a lot of their other music. I guess Falling in Reverse, but Ronnie Radke is the lead singer. I just want to make it clear that I'm not like a stan of Ronnie Radke. If you are, that's fine. I'm not like saying that. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is I recognize that he has done a lot of kind of not right things. That being said, like we said when we were talking about Pretty Odd and Brendan Urie, artists can make good art even when they're bad people. Not to say whatever. I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just saying I think that it's incredible. I think that there are other songs on that album, Fashionably Late, that are really good and that I love.
This one specifically just makes me think of like, because my summer playlist, I make like seasonal playlists every year. My summer playlist right now is definitely a weird mix of like pop. I always incorporate a little like bubblegum upbeat pop in it, but also like this year I've been doing more like punk rock and stuff. Or like indie rock, whatever. And this sounds like something I would put in my summer plalyst, just because it has cute. A summer vibe, yeah. But yeah, fun stuff. Oh God. Before I talk about this next song, Heather, last time Heather like we said in the last podcast episode, Heather came to visit me for my graduation. It was very fun. Mm-hmm. We ended up going to like this tulip festival in town with my boyfriend and had a fun time. But on our way home, we were listening to this playlist, Heather's favorite music playlist. And then the song came on called Dear Agony. And I thought that was that was the most emo thing I'd ever heard.
Yeah.
It's not about that song. It's fun. I don't think I would incorporate it into any of my playlists, but I just think the name is funny, like Dear Agony.
And this is a Breaking Benjamin song for anybody who doesn't know. And I just want to be very clear that I'm not. there's a lot of rock and like sometimes like pretty intense rock, but not like I'm not like a purist of any kind. It's a lot of just 2000s like emo rock and punk rock and stuff like that. But I was not introduced to a lot of this music by conventional means, obviously, because I was like 6 years old when a lot of this music was coming out in like the mid 2000s, whatever. But yeah, like I remember specifically Breaking Benjamin I was introduced to because I was looking up like, I don't know how to describe what I was looking up on YouTube.
That's like, never a good way to start a sentence.
No, listen, it's not.
I'm not judging, Heather. You can do whatever you want.
I swear to God. I'm just trying to explain. Okay, listen, like you know how there are like edits that people do of media, whether it's like video games or television or TV shows or movies or whatever, and it's like, you know, putting music behind your favorite characters, and it's the teeny bop thing to do, right? You know, people do it with all sorts of stuff. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
Like, you know how there are like edits of different characters and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, and nowadays it's kind of like a meme where people will do it as a joke, but really in like the mid 2010s when I was a teenager, you know, that was very popular thing to do.
Yeah.
Just like people would edit together their favorite clips of different characters and whatnot, and it'd be like a very romanticized, silly thing, whatever. I was looking up one of those for a video game that I liked at the time, and that's how I was introduced to Breaking Benjamin and Skillet, which is not on this list.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
But that's what I was looking up. I swear to God, it's fine.
Okay, I believe you. It's
like,
it's okay.
It's just like I was introduced to stuff like this through like very cringy means, one might say, if you're like a rock purist. I don't want to get mansplained. That's all I'm saying. I like this music for a variety of different reasons. I am not a super fan of Breaking Benjamin. Don't come
like
after
you're
me.
like getting. I feel like you're having to do a disclaimer after disclaimer after maybe I'll be doing the same thing. Honestly, I don't know.
This music is not for like a 13-year-old girl, which a lot of this is from.
I see.
Like, listening
at least you weren't listening to like
like
what is that one band, Slipknot?
It's Slipknot, but I know nothing about Slipknot.
I think
I'm not gonna claim to.
I don't know. I think they're just I don't know anything about them either. I just know that they like their music videos are basically horror movies, and I watched one once and it scared me to death. So that's all I know about them.
I want to watch it now. That's funny.
Oh God. Anyway, sorry, I'll keep going. Again, I'm just gonna like skim through. I'm not gonna talk about each and every song, just like for time's sake.
Sure.
I agree that Test Drive from How to Train Your Dragon is incredible and really it's a beautiful soundtrack. Oh my God, you guys, I feel like you have already, but like, guys, Heather can go on. She can go off about how good the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack is.
No, here's the thing. I did do that in a podcast episode.
An earlier episode.
It got deleted. We didn't end up running it.
Okay.
So there's definitely footage on one of our hard drives.
You mean audio?
Well, audio. There's an audio clip of me talking about the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack for like 20 minutes straight. Specifically, I love the whole thing, but I specifically put Test Drive in there because I had just done a musical analysis project for a music and film class I was taking. And I chose like the scene that if you don't know, like How to Train Your Dragon is like it's a kids movie from like 2010, but I'm sure a lot of people know what it is, you know, Toothless, whatever. I'm not gonna explain it, it's fine. But yeah, there's the one scene where Hiccup and Toothless are like flying together for the first time and they almost die, but then they don't die, and it's great. The music behind it, just the way that it uses motifs to tell a narrative story and kind of like weave together the two characters. It's like Hiccup has a theme or like a leitmotif, and Toothless has a theme and a leitmotif, and they play separately at every single point throughout the soundtrack up until this point. And right as they kind of like synergize, I guess, and you know, Hiccup throws away his like little cheat sheet and whatnot, and then they you know start being able to seamlessly fly together. It takes the two themes, and it's like where every single point before this, Toothless's theme never really like resolved. The soundtrack uses Hiccup's theme to like resolve Toothless's theme, which there are a lot of different like ways to go about analyzing the music, and that's the way I did for my personal project. But yeah, I just think it's really cool the way that John Powell uses the music in that movie. It's incredible, and just it's so good. If you've never seen that movie because you don't like animated movies or whatever, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Mom!
Mother!
Our mom hates animated movies, and it makes us very sad.
It does.
Anyway.
We could go on. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Again, we're just going to skim through, like, specific songs that stood out to me. Love Like This by Ben Rector is really good. I think I've heard that before, but it definitely stood out in this playlist as, was, rock and grunge and soundtracks. Just, like, a simple piano ballad. Very sweet. Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
Yeah, I love Ben Rector. He's just so fun.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, you know what else? This playlist made me realize how much I really like Young Volcanoes by Fall Out Boy. Like, unironically. I put it in end up putting it in my spring playlist for this year.
Oh, really?
It's just so fun. It's like a little ukulele, but it's also like rock and like, you know, the freaking line that's like, we will teach you how to make boys next door out of assholes.
Yeah.
Very cute, very funny, and a little laugh after that. Of course, you have a lot of AJR in this playlist.
Oh, of course.
Was it three? I think three songs. Yeah.
Yeah,
three songs.
Don't Throw Out My Legos from Neo Theater. I put Call My Dad from The Click. And what else? I put 3 O'Clock Things from OK Orchestra.
Yeah, you got one from each album. Not each album, not the old album, but yeah. I was surprised when I heard Call My Dad on here. I forgot how good that song is.
Well,
and it makes sense why you...
Go ahead.
No, I was like, I think it makes sense why you put it in there, because it is acapella and you like acapella stuff. I do too, but and you like it is a choral piece, really. It is an interesting, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I put it in there specifically, because that song is on my brain right now because I'm working on like I guess like tenor bass arrangement, like a choral arrangement for it, just as a transcription exercise.
Oh, cool.
So that's just been on my mind recently, but like I love way more AJR than I put on this playlist. But I'll go into it more. I think we're planning on doing an entire episode about AJR.
It was Heather's idea.
100%. That was the first idea I had for this season, because I just love.
That's true. I guess we could gush about AJR the whole. Yeah.
We could literally spend this whole episode gushing about AJR, but we won't.
Yeah, we both do. Yeah, it is the one of the few artists that we both genuinely really like. I feel like our tastes are pretty different. Besides AJR, we both pretty much enjoy AJR.
Well, I feel like every couple years we'll like synergize on one artist. Like
the stars will align.
Yeah, I feel like this past couple of years it's been AJR, and then a few years ago it was 21 Pilots. And
that's true, actually. Yeah,
like we both.
Were you into 21 Pilots before me, or was I into 21 Pilots before you?
I used to make fun of you for liking 21 Pilots.
Why?
If that answers your question.
But they're so emo.
I know. I just didn't get it. But then as soon as I realized that people were replacing My Chemical Romance in the emo trinity, it used to be MCR, Fall Out Boy, and Panic at the Disco, and people started replacing MCR with 21 Pilots. I was like, all right, I gotta give them a shot. And I listened to what is their one EP called?
EP.
That's not on Spotify. Do you remember what it's called?
The one with like the paints, and I honestly don't know. I'm definitely I'm definitely not a super fan of 21 Pilots. Like, I don't know all of the, lore. Can you say lore if it's like a musician and their discography?
21 Pilots lore.
I don't know.
That's really funny.
I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know, man. My boyfriend's prepping to get me into Game of Thrones, so the word lore has been used a lot in our house lately.
That's really funny.
Anyway, sorry. I'll talk about like two more. I'll talk about like two more songs, and then like
you can
go
intervene? with 2 points.
Oh, okay, that's allowed.
Well,
that's
first of all, I listened to Regional at Best, which is like an EP or small album from 21 Pilots, and that's what made me really like them. But the second thing I was going to say is talking about 21 Pilots reminds me of that one Vine where the girl is like, if there's any indicator that I'm mentally ill, 21 Pilots was my top artist of 2019. Of 2019.
Oh my God.
That's what that reminded me of. Anyway, continue.
That is really funny. Cool. Sounds good. Anyway, I'm gonna say like 2 more songs. You get a glass of water, Mrs. Bronchitis. You're gonna die on me.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like mute as I cough.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, just go get a glass of water really quick.
I have a glass of water.
Oh, okay, then keep drinking. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna say, like, because I hadn't really heard the song at all, but, like, obviously, because Heather's a choral freak, that's not the right word. Choral nerd, choir nerd, that's a nicer term. Baba Yetu.
Oh, yeah.
That piece is really pretty. How long is this again? This is one of the longer ones for sure.
No. The other one that, I don't know exactly how to say this, and I'm very sorry, but I have 2 Christopher Tin pieces. Christopher Tin is just a choral composer. If you're a choir nerd, you know what Baba Yetu is. It slaps. But there's another piece that he did called Waloyo Yamoni, I believe. I think it's an African piece, but it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful. One's 12 minutes long. That's the longest one on this playlist.
Oh, okay. Got it. Makes sense.
But I have a lot of... I can't... I have a lot of I have 2 Green Day songs, which obviously, if you know,
you do,
American Idiot, there's a lot of...
Yeah, American Idiot. Is American Idiot on here?
I have 2 American Idiot songs, yeah.
Oh, right, the album. Got it. Not the song American Idiot. Got it. I'm trying to think of... Homecoming's pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just never been super into Green Day. I don't think it's bad. It's just not my thing, but I understand the appeal 100%. For me.
Yeah, it's mostly nostalgia. Yeah. I mean, obviously, everybody loves Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Like, that's just an iconic song in our culture. Yeah. But I do really like, honestly, like, you know how on the American Idiot album, like, the songs are... Like, there are 2 songs in one track for a lot of them. It's I honestly prefer Holiday, which is the first part of that track, over Boulevard of Broken Dreams, but that's why I put that in there. But then I also really like Homecoming. I just think it's a bop. Anyway. Yeah,
good stuff. Okay, I lied. I'll just, like, quickly talk about these 2 songs, but, like, just because they were, like, the 2 songs that I really enjoy listening to, too, but, like, okay, well, first of all, I love that Hey Look Ma, I Made It by Panic at the Disco and Arms Unfolding by Dodie are on the same playlist.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love both of those songs, obviously for very different reasons, but...
I would argue that it's funnier that Arms Unfolding by Dodie and, like, Sound of Madness by Shinedown.
That's true, yeah. Honestly, it makes perfect sense for Arms Unfolding to be on your... Of all the Dodie songs, because I know you like Dodie a lot, but of all the of Dodie's songs, it makes sense for this one to be on your playlist, because it's very choral and very simple and really in a cappella and really pretty. So I completely understand.
I just like the way that she, like, holds that one chord throughout the whole song, but then still has I don't know.
Have you listened to her new album?
I haven't, and I've been wanting to. Is it good?
It's beautiful. It's genuinely, it's really up your alley. It's choral and there's strings and there's 2 instrumental pieces.
Jeez, there's literally 400 songs on it.
Well, that's true. Well, like, because the main version, I think, or the main version of it it's really long. It has like 13 or something, but then there's also a bunch of like deluxe bonus tracks, like, because I think she did like, I don't know, during lockdown she did like a month where she would like try and write a song every day. Obviously she didn't write a song every day, but like she wrote at least like 6 or 7 songs or something like that. Anyway, all of those songs as like demos are included on the album.
That's very cool. Yeah,
on the deluxe album. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Maybe I should just give you like one song that I think you should definitely listen to. They're all so good. Have you heard any of the singles?
I'm not sure. I think I've listened to a couple, but not religiously.
Yeah, it's fair. 1 second. You know what? I'll say Rainbow. That's one of the singles, but I think you would really like Rainbow. It's a really beautiful song.
I will listen to it.
Maybe I'm biased because I really relate to it on a very deep level.
Right.
But it's very good.
Yeah,
We're recording, right?
Yep, we're recording.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure.
Anxiety.
I do. I'm just gonna trust you. Okay. What next? Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all of my opinions on your music taste. I guess.
Well, wait, I have a question. I want you to comment on one of the songs.
Okay.
Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap.
It's real. Well, okay, the first time I listened to it through, I understand it was turned into a meme and stuff. It is very pretty and sad and stuff. But the second time I listened to it, I was like, okay, this is too sad. I can't. It's too sad now. I can't do it.
That's probably, of the songs on this playlist, it's definitely one of my like top favorites.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just because, I don't know, there's just something about it. And obviously it's like a perfect mix of like my personality in that, or like my music taste, because I think that, you know, obviously it's a beautiful song. If you never heard it, go listen to it. Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. It's just kind of like it's just her, but you know, there's a bunch of tracks, and it can get as complicated as like 12-part, you know, vocal music. Yeah. It's very, very pretty. And then it ends with a meme, and I just feel like that's really representative of me. But it is a really, really sad song. It's the what you said.
Yeah.
That's that meme. But
yeah, absolutely. Nice. Yeah, it's just sad.
It is sad.
It's really long. How long is that song?
It's 4.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not grossly long, but it's a little long. But yeah.
It's 4 and there's more.
And there's more. Oh god.
Okay.
Anyway, I guess it's your turn. I guess after you talk about what you thought of the playlist I made you, then I'll tell you my top 3 from your playlist, and you'll tell me your top 3 from my playlist.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so I don't think I've listened to every single one of these religiously.
That's fair. It was a stupidly long playlist. Yeah. I should have trimmed it down.
No, it's fine.
We had like 40 minutes to drive to the airport, so I was like, I'm putting all of the songs in here.
So the first thing I want to say is Dom Farah is everything. Yeah. I love him more than I love myself. I love his voice. Too. He's just so endearing and fun.
Right?
What is that one song? What is the one song?
Easy or Breathe or...
The one where he's like bopping his head in the car in the music video.
That's easy. That's easy thing.
Yes.
Right. So that's how. Yes. So oh my god, it's actually funny. We might have mentioned this, but we were brainstorming podcast titles or names for the podcast, and I was like, I want to do Calmly Overreacting, but that's like a lyric from a song. And then I sent you Easy Thing by Dom Farah, and then you were like, you're right, we shouldn't do that. But also, this song is the best song I've ever heard in my life, and it's adorable. Yeah, I love Dom Farah. He's wonderful.
Yes, we were talking about podcast name ideas, and our podcast name is kind of loosely based on that
That's
song.
True.
And I normally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like religiously click on every single thing you sent me. I don't think anybody does, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I clicked on this just because I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about podcast stuff. I'll click on it. And I was just gonna like let it play in the background while I started working on something else, and I swear to God, I just like turned my head and I watched the whole thing. It's just straight through, so just like sweet. Smiling like an idiot, just because he was just so cute and funny.
He's such a cutie. You
gotta watch the video if you haven't seen it.
Highly recommend.
Really, really cute guy, and he's sitting in a car like with the, I guess, you know,
big baby driver energy. Yeah, he's got like a green screen behind him, and it looks like he's driving through space, and it's so cute.
It's just so cute and endearing and funny. But yes, there's a lot of Dom Farah on your playlist.
I love Easy Thing too, like specifically, because like I specifically like songs that are like fun to like bob your like dance to and like bob your head to, but also are really have really emotional lyrics. You know what I mean? And I love the lyric in this song that's like, I only know what I need when I need it. I want to know what I'm sorry. The lyric is, I only know what I need when I'm bleeding. I want to know what I need when I need it. And it's just, I really like that.
No, I love that too. Of the Dom Farah songs on your playlist, I love Northern Star the most. 100%. Yeah. I'm obsessed with that song. I don't know.
That's interesting. That's interesting because that's not one of my favorites. I'm sure you have like fancy musical technical reasons for liking it more.
It's just pretty.
I don't like it. I like that it feels like, you know, I like any song that feels like it should be played in a bar, like basically in a bar scene in a movie, a song that feels like it should be playing in the background. I feel like that's always fun. Or like I like those songs, or like any musical number that takes place in a bar is like my favorite thing. freaking, like, I love freaking, I almost swore, I'm sorry. I love freaking Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. Even, like, the bar song in, like, The Greatest Showman, which I didn't like that much, but, like, that song's pretty fun. It's just, like, just stomping and clapping and just, I don't know. I love a good bar song, and that's all, yeah.
Northern Star gives me the energy of, like, you just bought a house with your partner, and you're, like, waltzing at 3 a.m. in your pajamas to that song. It's just, like, so cute, and I just...
That is really cute, you're right. That's a really cute visual. I feel like if you were to direct the music video, that's what you would do. That's what you would want to do.
I am not a director of anything, but I feel like that would be a good one. Nice. I love Dumpera. He's super cute.
Right.
Let's try to tackle this monster. Okay, so I'm not going to say a lot about Taylor Swift because next week we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift. We're talking.
That's true.
We're doing Folklore and I think a movie.
Yes. What's the movie again?
I think we're doing Back to the Future. Because again, the point is that they're supposed to be random pairings.
Oh, I thought we were trying to make them work, but I guess go off. We're gonna do a sci-fi movie and a folk album. That's fine.
The first is I guess Back
Honestly,
to the Future
I love
is sci-fi. I don't really consider Back to the Future sci-fi. I don't know.
Hang on. You don't consider a time travel movie to be sci-fi?
No, it's more like I feel like it's more so just kind of a cultural reset type movie where it's like we're exploring the differences in culture and what. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about it next week. But like, I don't understand how you just don't think a movie that uses the term 21 gigawatts is not a sci-fi.
No.
Anyway, sorry, I'll shut up.
Doesn't matter. We're going to be talking about Taylor Swift a little bit next week. But I would say of the Taylor Swift songs,
yes,
I loved Betty just because gay. Aww. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Gay.
Betty because gay.
Yeah, right. I'll explain the lore. There is lore in, it's literally called Folklore. I'll explain the lore behind that song next week. But yeah, Betty's a cute song. It's a good, it's like the only happy, it's like one of 2 happy songs on Folklore. It's a very sad album. It's great.
Julie, I hate you. I just realized that you put the potential breakup song in this.
Oh my god, did I? Oh wait, no. Let me look at that again. Actually, no. Here's the thing. I did not.
It's the explicit one, isn't it?
Yes, it's the explicit one. It's not the original one. It's the explicit one. I like Ali and AJ. Like the music they make now. Fight me.
Oh, I
like their synth pop. No, they make like synth. I don't know if I put a lot of their songs in here. Obviously, I put that in there because we had freaking Saint It. What was that video game? Like Saint It on Wii or something?
It wasn't. I don't know. It was like Disney Sing It. Like, when you bought the Wii, you could buy the game that comes with like the microphones that you plug into the Wii, and then we had a Wii, and that was a huge part of our childhood. But yeah, there was like this sing along app that you could play. I guess not app. What am I saying? It was a game. Yeah.
It was a video game where you sang Disney songs. But anyway, this song was on there, the original one. But anyway, Ali and AJ are great. I guess I didn't put a lot of their songs on here, but they do make a lot of synth pop music now, and it's really good.
Yeah, I just saw that, and I'm just like, God, that just reminds me of being in our, like, the first house that both of us kind of remember.
Yeah.
And just singing that song over and over again.
Yeah,
like,
it's great.
And, also singing, like, camp rock and all that. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
oh, boy.
So much.
The life of growing up in the late 2000s, like, yikes.
Yeah. Cool. What other songs did you like? Were there songs that like you hadn't heard before but like you were really into?
Yes. Well, first, I'm just kind of like going down the line a little bit. I love Soulmate by Lizzo and Daisies by Katy Perry. Both of those are bops.
Those are great.
I don't like Heather by Conan Gray, and I feel
of course I put it in there. Wait, do you just not like listening to it because it's your name, or do you think it's a bad song? That's the question.
No. It's a beautiful song. I just feel targeted because I hate that the quote unquote Heather is like the really pretty girl, and then it's like, because that makes me feel like a pick me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. Like, can you
I'm not like
me be
other
ugly,
Heathers.
No,
I'm quirky and different. I'm not like other Heathers.
Well, because here's the thing. Heather is, like, not a popular name among our, like, age demographic.
That's true.
So I feel like, I don't know any other Heathers. And,
right.
Which is ironic because, Heathers is, like, and then I work in music, so constantly I get the, what's up, Heather? Shut up. Heather. Sorry, Heather. You know, whatever it is from that.
That's cute.
But, yeah, no, fun. I just like, and also I just don't like attention. So like, please don't make an entire like character based off of my name. Like that's just my legal name.
Aww, I can't change it. Yeah, I don't know.
Our dad named me Heather because he thought an actress was hot. So if that tells you anything.
Which actress?
I think Heather Locklear. Let me make sure that's
I've never heard of her. Weird.
Let's look her up. Let's stalk Heather Locklear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she looks like she was probably definitely hot in the 80s.
Okay, cool.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to the playlist.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Okay.
By Heather Locklear.
Yeah, I got distracted. Okay. Let me keep looking. Hang on. Oh. The Snack That Smiles Back, Sean Wasabi.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song. I was
That's yum.
We were in the car, I think when I was up in like December, like in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And that song came on, and I like, I like made a gun with my fingers, and I was like, Julia, send me the song right now. And she's like,
right now.
I love that song so much. It's just so cute and funny.
Yeah, that one's really fun. I think I just found that in a random, like, sometimes if I'm like looking for new music, I'll look up random Spotify playlists that of like music I've never heard of before, and listen to them and like add stuff gradually to my own, incorporate stuff into my own personal playlists. And that was probably one of those. I don't know anything about Wasabi the artist or whatever, but that sounds really cute.
Well, it's funny because I used to listen to like, because I think Wasabi is kind of, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a Wasabi stan. Don't quote me on this. Or Sean Wasabi. There have definitely been like songs in like the glitch hop kind of category when I was like 16, 17 that I would listen to of his. Like I know of him.
Nice.
And I just thought that song was really cute. Anyway.
Nice. Cool. What else?
You had more like super, super popular songs than I thought you would. And what I mean is,
I've definitely had more of an appreciation for pop music. I think now than I used to.
Well, I think
because definitely when I was in high school, I was trying my hardest to like get away from pop music because like ew, pop music, it's just for cringy girly girls. Ugh. And now I'm just like
100%.
F you guys. My favorite artist is Taylor Swift, and you can fight me on it.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyway,
yeah. Well, I just think in general, like. It's ironic because pop music is literally popular music. Like, what is popular, objectively popular at the time. But I feel like if you like that music, you're considered, like, shallow and trash, and your music taste is trash. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I was surprised to see, like, 2 top 40 hits on your list. And
which ones were those? I can't remember.
Bad at Love by Halsey? Hasley?
Oh, yeah. Wait, which one by Halsey?
Bad at Love.
Oh, Bad at Love. I love Bad at Love. It's a bisexual
I like
anthem.
It too. And also Levitating by Dua Lipa. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah.
Who is Dua Lipa? I don't know.
Okay. You don't know?
I've heard.
Well, she's a really good artist. I haven't listened to all of her stuff, but like this album specifically, and I haven't listened to every song on it. Like basically when this album came out, I like skimmed through it a little bit and I like chose a few songs that I liked and incorporated them into my regular listening. But yeah, no, this playlist is like a really big tribute to like. Maybe I'm not butchering this. If you're like a Dua Lipa stan, please don't hate me. But like, I feel like she draws inspiration from like 80s pop, but like her sound is very big and bold and stuff like that. So that album is very like reminiscent of like 80s dance pop, I suppose.
She's like really pretty and she reminds me of what is the bunny thing? What is it?
What?
The red dress bunny thing. What is it?
Red Dress Bunny. Oh God. Are you talking about Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit. Thank you. I could only think Roger Rabbit. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's wrong. that just
someone make Roger. Fan art of Roger Rabbit in a Jessica Rabbit dress.
Are they like related?
I don't know. I actually don't know, and I probably feel like we're gonna get dragged for being Zoomers for saying that.
Such Zoomers, dude. The one song, because you asked me earlier, you were like, oh, was there a song that you were surprised that you liked a lot? Now I can't find it, but it was in here.
Oh, no.
It was called, like, Just Like Autumn. I immediately clicked on that one early.
Oh, yeah, that one's great. That one's fun.
If you know anything about me, I'm obsessed with Autumn, so I clicked on it.
That's probably why I put it in there. Yeah. I probably put a lot of songs in here that, like, have been in past year Autumn playlists for me. So, what was that artist again? I feel like he's a good artist. I just can't remember.
Searcy?
Yep, yeah, he's a good artist. I like his stuff. I'm not like, I haven't listened to all of his songs, but that one specifically is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yep, those were my main thoughts. Do you have anything that you want me to comment on specifically?
I guess I'll say, you know what, you asked me my thoughts on one specific song you liked. I know there's a lot of songs, and I know you didn't get to every song, so I'll just like keep listing stuff until I land on a song you happen to listen to. Yeah. But hopefully you've heard. I guess I just want. Should I do a Taylor Swift song?
I might have to stop and listen to it, but we can do that.
Okay, if you want to. Okay. Thinking.
Bruce Springsteen. What? There's Bruce Springsteen in this?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me look for that song again, actually. Yeah, you know what? I think I, like, was randomly looking at, like, YouTube music stuff, and I, like, picked that song randomly. You know what it was? I was, like, watching a lot of TikToks of, like autism TikToks, autistic people, autistic creators on TikTok. And one thing that I saw was super cute is, like, they would, like, have a these kids would, like, do these split screens of, like, one where they're not stimming and one where they're stimming, but they're always stimming to a song. So I was like, I wonder, because, like, I've definitely, as someone who, like, has masked my entire life, I was, like, I guess I was thinking, like, I wonder if I just put on a random song if I'll just start stimming. And then I picked that song, and it was beautiful, and then I stemmed to it like crazy, and it was the best experience of my life. I was on cloud 9. It was amazing. I'm not saying like it was a drug trip. No, it was just a really beautiful song, and I just really enjoyed it.
It's better than drugs, Jeremy.
It is better than it's from Japan. Super funny. You know what? I'll just say this one. Yeah. Okay. So, what did you think of "All Too Well" by Taylor Swift?
All Too Well by Taylor Swift. Okay, I'm gonna pause so I can listen to it.
Okay. Have you heard of that before?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All Too Well. All Too Well. All Too Well.
So you can
so it's opinion. A good song. I like the. Okay, here's my thing. Right. Okay. I am not a very lyric-oriented person.
That's fair.
I'm listening to this song, and Julia's, like, listening through my headphones.
I was so excited.
And you're, like, reciting all of the poetry, and I'm like, that sounds good. It's a good song. It sounds good. So, yeah.
I was just curious about your... Yeah, cool. I was just curious because, like, it's considered her best song ever. Like,
really?
By the majority of the fandom. It's considered to be, like, the best album. I mean, a lot of people have nostalgia for the Red era that album is... that song's a part of. But yeah, I was just wondering what you thought. I'm good. Very lyric oriented, and that's
sounds
why.
Very, very Taylor Swift. If it just sounds very classic, Taylor Swift.
Taylor.
From the perspective of somebody who does not have a lot of nostalgia associated with Taylor Swift, I definitely like Folklore more. But that's not fair. Like, don't come after me. Like, don't shoot me.
She shoots you on sight. No, I mean, that's honestly really fair. Like, Folklore, okay, if I can spill some tea, Red has some of her best songs, but also some of her worst songs. There are some really bad songs on Red that a lot of people don't like to think about. But Folklore is a lot more, and I think part of it, and Taylor Swift has talked about this before, but like, that song, she was really just throwing everything at the wall. She was being very experimental with that album, and just like playing around with trying out different musical stuff, like really trying to break away from country in general for the first time. So it's a lot of good songs, a lot of bad songs, I think, and that's the nature of that album. But Folklore is a lot better just because she's a lot older, and it's more sonically cohesive because she had, like, a general vision for it. Like, this is what this entire album is going to sound like. And I think it's kind of funny. I think, like, when you came up for Christmas break, I made you listen to, like, this playlist I had made of Folklore and Evermore together, and you were like, all these songs sound the same, and I was like, that's because they're sonically cohesive!
Oh, funny. Yeah, that sounds like something you would say.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. If that's all you have to say about my music taste, what do you think overall? What is your, like, overall thoughts about my music taste then?
It's very, like, Taylor Swift plus 80s resurgence music.
80s resurgence.
Not obviously 80s music, but, like, I feel like a lot of, like, late 2010s pop culture is just 80s synth pop, but specifically, like, it's so, like, 80s resurgence, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Let's see what All right, so I guess I'll tell you my top. We can go back and forth between our top threes,
okay,
I guess.
I'm down. What's your top? What is your number 3?
Well, I don't know if I have them in a specific order.
Put them in a specific order. The T.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. I guess my number 3 will be, Aurora by whatever her name was. Is that what the song's called? Or is that what the artist is?
Other way around.
Frick.
Runaway by Aurora.
Runaway by Aurora. That's what it was. That's my number 3, simply because I think I had only heard it before, like, on TikTok as a TikTok song. But I really like it. It's really pretty. I think the music video is pretty neat. And it's just very pretty and ethereal and very, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah. Something cottagecore TikTok just ate up and spit it back out.
True.
Like, it's on a lot of cottagecore TikToks, I think.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. My number 3 is The Snack That Smiles Back.
Number 3. You really like that one. So.
I really like that song. Just because it just reminds me of being 16 and listening to Glitch Hop over and over again.
Yeah, that's true.
Having bubblegum pink hair and just loving life, you know?
Good stuff. Yeah, love
All right,
it.
what's your number 2?
Cool. Okay, I'll say my number 2. Yeah, this is fair. I think my number 2 is the Undertale theme song.
Yeah!
It's really cute. I like it a lot. Even though I keep complaining about songs that are too long, I don't mind how long this song is that much. Like, I don't like... Even though I was a film major, I don't really like listening to soundtracks, whether it's film or video game or whatever, like casually, just because, I don't know, I like lyrics. I'm very lyrical, and I really like lyrics. I need lyrics in my songs.
Yeah,
but this is just fun.
That.
I like it. I like the vibe of it. It's very, like, it just takes you on a journey, and it's really good. I like the Undertale theme song a lot.
Yeah, and I think at some point in this season, I don't remember exactly where I put it, but we are gonna... I want you to play Undertale so badly, so we can do a podcast episode about, like, Undertale from the perspective of a longtime fan versus a first time player. Because you've been playing more video games recently, and if you're gonna play any video game, you should
singular. I've just been playing Stardew Valley.
You are a video game. Singular video gamer.
Yes. Good stuff. Yeah, I agree. That'll be fun.
Yeah, but I think
just gotta get to it. Just we haven't gotten the video game. That's all yet.
Like, if you liked that song, just Toby Fox is brilliant, and the Undertale soundtrack is totally brilliant. I know, and I want to put another damn disclaimer on it and be like, oh, listen, I'm not one of those crazy AU people. I just like the game. But yeah,
nice.
It's incredible. Anyway, my number 2 is Betty for sure.
Okay, cool.
Because gay, I love it. Love it.
Nice.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Forever Stuck in Our Youth by Set It Off.
Yes!
It's just so... I love having that in my summer playlist. I love having that in summer playlist. It's a perfect summer playlist song. It's just a fun time. It's just a good time.
This song I like it. Is 100% inspired by one of my best friends from high school. I won't say her name because I'm being respectful of names, but that she showed me this. She showed me Set It Off. I think she's seen Set It Off multiple times. And yeah, whenever I hear the song, I always think about, like, hanging out with her and my other best, like, high school best friend, just, like, on summer nights, just, like, driving around with the windows down. And it would slightly annoy me because I hate having windows down in cars. but it's just, like, listening to that song, like, super loud with the frustrating experience having my hair in my face, and it's just like
it's
just
like
so
almost a perfect memory, but instead of like a perfect like a perfect scene from Riverdale or something, that's like the teenage movie show I can think of, instead of it being like this dramatic youthful thing, like your hair's blowing in the wind, you're just like and your hair's like in your mouth is like
it's 100% that, because you know, like how when you look at your best friends' lives, you're like, wow, you're those, like, you kind of like romanticize the lives of people around you more than yourself. So I can imagine like a music video shoot of this song, and it's like my 2 best friends are like beautiful and like got their hair out of their face, and then there's my dumbass just like
there's a bug in my mouth.
I swallowed the bug. I'm joking. Help.
Okay, your turn. Which is the best song do you think that was in this playlist of mine, of my favorite songs?
Northern Star, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have an interesting one. I love that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That song is so
it's
good.
Good song. Yeah.
Anyway, that was that.
Well, yeah, that's the end of the podcast. Welcome to the end of the podcast.
Welcome to the end. Welcome to the end.
I hope you enjoyed sitting back while we overreact.
We kind of did overreact to a lot of that anyway.
Oh my god.
At least we're excited. Potential of the podcast.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're excited to come back next week. I'm actually very excited because Back to the Future and Folklore are two of my favorite things ever. So yeah, very, very exciting. I hope you had a good day, night, whatever, and have a good rest of your day.
All right, bye y'all. It was
fun.
Bye.